What else can I do to prove that I'm not a liar? I'm asking you, right in the comment section right now. We need you to do this. Offer a money-back guarantee. Seriously, if they get gains and like it, they'll keep it and coming back for more. Now's your chance to prove me wrong. Have you been waiting for this? Money-back guarantee. Coach Greg, in today's video, the aftermath of my last Turkesterone video, and boy, the video you're not going to want to miss. I had so much hate. Of course I did. You all think it's a scam. It's not a scam. Well, maybe from other suppliers, but not harder than last time. And so I'm reading comment after comment. All you care about is money. You don't actually have Turkesterone. You're just trying to get teenagers to give up their money to buy your products. Well, I've already said that teenagers shouldn't be buying this. This is far too strong. They don't need it. They have newbie gains left in the tank anyway. Wait until you're older. One of the comments that stuck out among all others. And remember, I don't mind the comments at all. Love seeing the hate comments, love having you all challenge me. Makes my day, makes me feel good about myself. You not only watched my video, but you took the time out to try and piss me off. You tried to say, oh, I know, I'm going to hurt Greg's feelings. You know, he has so many Lamborghinis and McLarens and so on living in that mansion. He's going to be so upset with my comments. Oh, this guy, he's sniffing creatine all the time. He's paying for escorts a date. He's a horrible little manlet. Yeah, I look like I'm upset. And so this comment, it stuck out. Let me read it. Offer a money-back guarantee. Seriously, if they get gains and like it, they'll keep it and coming back for more. That makes total sense. They would come back for more, wouldn't they? If they don't like it, well, you lost the cost of a bottle. But if you believe it this much, of which I do, you'll offer a money-back guarantee offer. And so what do the people say under that comment? To me, an excellent comment. Be careful. Comments like that will make him ban you. I don't delete comments. People keep making up a narrative. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. I don't delete comments. Yeah, I mean, he said we changed from where we source it. Doesn't that mean he used to source it from China with no Turk in there? Come on, Greg. Well, again, do I need to address this 1,000 times? Myself and Derek and Chris Bumstead, all our companies got Turkesterone from the same exact supplier. Same one. And it was tested using FDA accredited testing. The only testing that was required to do. And so we did everything we were supposed to. So unfortunately, the tests the FDA used, they don't have the specialized test. It's advanced testing. So advanced, the FDA doesn't need to use it. And so what have we done? We've now used that testing and we've tested this, and it's not from China. Oh, it's from China. It's not from China. If it's from China, it's not going to have the Turkesterone that we're claiming. And that test proves, we are not lying, proves it. Do the other companies prove it? Nope. Not the ones we tested, not going to name them. Why do you think I'm so confident about what I'm saying? You think I'm just going with what the FDA testing is doing? Nope. We dug deep, searched the globe, and found the Turkesterone that actually works. And we've proven it. The labs are on our website. And so if you don't believe me, well, now is your chance. To all the haters, you don't like Coach Greg. You don't believe in me. Well, now's your chance to prove me wrong. Have you been waiting for this? Money back guarantee. Money back guarantee. What do you now have to lose? Remember what I said? Hey, if you use it, you're going to like it. What do you have to lose now? Oh, he's just taking our money. Well, what do you have to lose? I am so confident that it works. Remember, in the first week, the results, they're going to be there. Took me 1 day. I do believe that in 1 week, you're going to see and feel the difference. What other product can do this? How often have I said that it's way better than creatine, yet creatine, you're all buying it. And why? Because it works. Turkesterone works far better. Do I look like I would make this claim if I were lying? Why would I be offering a money-back guarantee, of which I have on no other products, if it wasn't true? Does any other company offer this? I don't know. I'm asking you, do they? Mine does. And so when you're going to buy out your Turkesterone, you're deciding which company should you buy it from. You're going to buy it from the one that you can get your money back or the one that doesn't. Do you believe me now? Why would I make this video? Why would I put my reputation, my money on the line? And so you're saying, why do you even bother? You don't need the money. I don't need the money. But it doesn't mean I'm going to sell supplements for free. Does LeBron James need the money? He's making hundreds of millions of dollars. Does he need the money, but yet he doesn't play for free? And so when you say, hey, why are you selling it? Why don't you just give it away? Well, A, I'd be sold out. And with this money back guarantee, I do believe we're going to sell out harder than last time. And so get there right now faster than ever before. And so if I just gave it out for free, people say, oh, he's giving it away for free because it doesn't work. It does work. Notice I charged $25,000 for 6 months of coaching and $39,000 for a year. And I don't need the money, right? So why don't I just coach everyone for free? Do you really think I have the time to coach thousands of people for free? Well, what did I do? I have a free diet and training program. It's close to 50 pages. It's not just one. There's some for 1,500 calories, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 calories, depending on your own individual needs. Close to 50 pages. Took months to write and it's free. Oh, but Coach Greg only does it for the money. Yet if you get to the website right now, you get the free training program. How many people offer that? But, oh, I'm the bad guy. I'm the guy that makes videos saying you shouldn't use and abuse performance-enhancing drugs. That gives you an alternative, one that's natural, that's not banned by WADA. Yeah, that's right. You can use turkesterone and you are not cheating sporting competition. You can use turkesterone and pass the drug test. Things like SARMs, peptides, and so on, you can argue and say it's natty. But in my opinion, if it's banned by WADA, if you can't use it in sporting competition and you use it, then you're not natural. Does that not seem fair? And so despite the fact that Turk Builder works, it's not banned. You're thinking, well, if it works, how is it not banned? Is creatine banned? Is it banned? I don't think so. Last I checked, you can use creatine and it works, right? But how well does creatine work? Well, I surveyed over 100,000 people, said, do you notice the effects of creatine? And 50% said no. It's proven to work. Over 1,000 studies saying it works. Half of you can't notice it working. Turk Builder, notice it way more than creatine. Way more. There's another item. It's perhaps the most used drug in the entire world. It's a drug called caffeine. It's a drug. And is it in fact banned by WADA? No, you can drink all the coffee you want and compete in every sport, no problem. Did you know that caffeine used to be banned back in 2000, for example? Caffeine was a banned performance-enhancing drug, but yet they allowed you to use it. And so you're thinking, how is it possible that turkesterone can work and they still allow it? Well, it could be because they can't drug test for it. Perhaps they haven't developed the special testing to detect it effectively. I mean, think of it. If the FDA testing has a hard time detecting turkesterone in their lab tests, then imagine how hard it is to distinguish turkesterone from other steroids and so on. Doesn't mean it doesn't work. And is anyone going to argue with me that caffeine doesn't work? Think of it. Take some caffeine, drink 2 cups of coffee, go for a run, go for a bike ride, go to the gym. Why do you think so many people are using hardcore pre-workout or pre-workout 3.0? The caffeine and other products, they clearly are helping you to train harder than last time in the gym. And to the same extent, I'm telling you, Turk Builder is going to help you put on muscle. Prove me wrong. Buy it. Money back guarantee. And so are you on the fence? Oh, I don't want to waste my money on that. Why not? Waste your money on it and then say, hey, I want my money back. And so I'm so confident that it works that I know I'm not lying, that I would never lie to you, that I'm giving a money back guarantee for Turk Builder. And so what else do you want me to do? What else can I do to prove that I'm not a liar? I'm asking you right in the comment section right now. We need you to do this. What do you need me to do? I've given the product to my friends. Oh my God, it works. It's incredible. Now remember, just like with performance-enhancing drugs, steroids, I say you need to say the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so let me now talk about negative side effects that you may experience taking Turk Builder. Remember, it's very strong. For me, I was unable to use it later in the day because it made it hard for me to sleep. I was taking it before going to the gym and I could feel it working. I could feel the power. I was noticeably harder and getting bigger, but it did give me a bit of anxiety, made it harder to sleep. And so what did I do? Well, I started taking it in the morning, and now I have no trouble sleeping. But remember, if you are struggling with sleep, there is a product that I do in fact sell. It's called Delta Sleep. Now, it's not a replacement for going to see your doctor. If you're having any problems, then hey, I caution you, be careful. I should also say this says to take 1 to 2 pills a day. I'm Coach Greg, and I decided to take 3. 3 pills! It was making it extremely difficult for me to sleep. I was struggling. Since that time, I did in fact stop taking Turkbuilder. You might have remembered when I had that collapsed lung pneumonia. Well, for 3 weeks, I wasn't training harder than last time. And so I had lost some weight. I then said, I'm going to keep going without Turkbuilder. So for 2 more weeks, while recovered, I kept training. My weight stayed consistent, the same. Added in Turkbuilder, every day I was gaining a pound. It was like, what's going on? Felt incredible. More strength, more energy, faster on the bike. So much so that I forgot to take my HRT dose for 2 days. I take 80 milligrams every 4 days. On the 6th day, I was like, wow, I forgot to take HRT. My weight was still up. And so even in reducing my dose of HRT, I still had the scale weight go up. And so I'm asking you, do you believe me? And here's the beauty of it. You don't need to. Isn't it amazing now? You don't even have to believe me. You're a hater right now. And you're like, I hate that Coach Greg. He sounds like the parrot from Aladdin. I can't stand his voice. You can now shove it up my derriere. How? You can buy Turkbuilder to try to prove that it doesn't work. And then when you use it, it does work. I'm going to make you eat your words. I can't wait for you to try it. And so what have I done? I've contacted people in secret. Don't need to say who they are, but guys with over 1 million followers. I said, I dare you to try it. I double dog dare you. You don't have to make a video. You don't have to do nothing. I just want to know between me and you behind the scenes that I was right. I don't need you to say anything. And so once you try it, you're going to be a believer. Rather than reading all the negative comments, all the hate, all the, oh my God, it's a scam. Because obviously tons of people are going to say that, all from people who haven't tried it. How shocking is that? They tried someone else's so-called Turkesterone without labs to support it, and they used it. Perhaps it was cheaper because it came from China. Wow, shocker. And it didn't work. And so they say, oh, more scams than last time. More scamming out the teenagers from their money. Remember, do not buy it if you're a teenager. I don't want any teenagers buying this product. Wait until you're older. Does that sound like a guy trying to make money? I don't want you to buy it. I'm not trying to scam out the teenagers' money. You guys, the teenagers, get the free diet and training program. It's all you need. Does that sound like somebody trying to make money off teenagers? And so why don't we read some of the comments from people who actually tried it? Oh, and by the way, there are in fact videos of people who tried it. I actually responded to one, but I haven't posted it yet. You should see his results. He was hating on the product, trying to make it bad, and was saying, hey, I was stronger and I got anxiety and it was harder to sleep and so on. I'll be posting that video eventually. You will in fact see it, but let's read some of the comments. Blue Scorpio, I took 3 pills a day. That is a lot. Remember with the Ecti-Builder, of which I still in fact do use, I was taking 6 of these pills a day and I was in fact making gains. 6. I now take 3. I'm taking 2 Turkbuilders. And so the combination of Turkesterone and ecdysteroids can make even greater gains than last time. Kind of like when you buy caffeine, ephedrine, and aspirin. Remember back in the day? It had a synergistic effect. All of it working in unison, more gains than last time. And full disclosure, of course, I'm taking GO2 Max. I never stopped taking GO2 Max. I've been taking this ever since I started. I haven't stopped. This is an amazing supplement. It does in fact contain NMN, despite what people say, oh, it does. It contains what it says. I took 3 pills a day, used 1 bottle. It is way better than creatine. I could stop there. Let me keep going. Muscles felt pumped. I was getting more results. Wanted to increase up to 6 pills, but it's too expensive. So for me, the cost is a major con. What? He was taking 3 pills. It says to take 1 to 2 pills a day. He wanted to up it to 6. You don't need to up it to 6. Let's put our thinking caps on. I'm a multi-billionaire, not quite. I'm not that rich. Guys, I'm not Mike Israetel. He's not that rich either. But I do have millions of dollars, and I have 100 of these bottles in my house. 100. And I'm taking 2. I might up it to 3, but might. I would pay 10 times the price of this product to get natty gains and not have to use performance-enhancing drugs. It's way more effective than creatine. It's way more effective than all the natural supplements combined that you can afford. I'm not telling you have to buy this. I'm just being honest. It's the most effective natural supplement you can buy. It's not for everyone. It might, in fact, make it harder to sleep. And so if that's a problem for you, don't buy it. Been taking it for 3 to 4 months or so. Never took the old formula. Everyone complains. Everyone didn't complain about the old formula. Are you kidding me? Sold and resold tens of thousands of bottles. Resold them. And remember, surveyed people. More people felt it worked than creatine. And so, are you going to tell me it's just placebo? If it was just placebo, then why don't they say that creatine was more effective? If we have two products and they're both placebo, why is one more effective than the other? I'll tell you why. Because it's more effective. Been taking it for 3 to 4 months. Never took the old formula that everyone complains about was a scam. So I didn't have any preconceived notions about that. I feel a difference in strength, output, and hunger. That old formula of which we sold tens of thousands of bottles and resold tens of thousands of bottles and people loved, you still can get it. It's still effective. I still put on 4 pounds of muscle from taking it. However, I did have to take more. Was taking 6 of these pills. With Turk Builder, I'm taking 2. And so I'm not saying that ecdysteroids don't work. There is studies, in fact, to show that it works. But I'm telling you that Turk Builder works far more. And so if you want to get the Turk that works, hey, that rhymes. Get mine. That rhymes too. It does indeed work, and I take with many other supplements from other brands. Not just some loyal guy that's saying what I want him to say. He takes other people's brands, but he uses my Turk Builder. Put in the work and you'll see recovery, strength, the works. Thanks for going the extra mile, Greg. Well, you're welcome. Even if Turk is a placebo, which of course it isn't just a placebo, it could be both. And in fact, I'd argue for most people, it's the nocebo. You think it doesn't work. You try it. You're expecting no results, but yet it's going to work. And so those of you who are going to be buying this because you want to prove me wrong, that's called the nocebo effect. It's the opposite of the placebo effect. If you take a supplement and you think it's not going to work, it's likely not going to work. But what's going to happen is you're going to take Turk Builder, expecting it not to work, and it's going to work despite what you think. And so technically, don't correct me in anything. Nocebo is when you think it's going to make you get worse. But hey, you understand what I'm saying. You're not expecting it to work. You think it's a scam, but it's not. Even if Turk was a placebo, it works for me. I prefer it to creatine because I don't feel bloated all the time and I have more energy. It works for me. Not everyone reacts the same to everything. There are hyper and hypo responders for everything. Creatine doesn't work as well for some people, but it works like crazy for others. Same with everything, it works well for me. Perhaps not all of you are going to gain 5 pounds in a week. 5 pounds in a week, it sounds ridiculous. There's no way I expected it to work that well. But listen, I can't sit here and lie and say, oh, it only made me gain 2 pounds in a week. I'm not going to lie. And though I'm like, I need to downplay how good it is, I'm like, do I really need to downplay it? I've been making videos and I've been telling people like it works really well, but I don't dare tell them how well it works because I know what they're going to say. Coach Greg, you're lying. You're lying to sell supplements, but yet I know I'm not lying. And so I'm in what's known as a pickle. I'm in a bind, a catch-2 situation, if you will. If I tell you what I know to be true, you're going to hate me for it. I know that. I understand that. And you have every right to feel this way. But if I lie to you, then that's going to go against my values, my morals, my integrity. And so I'm telling you exactly what it did to me. Am I a hyper responder? Probably. Do I expect all of you to gain 5 pounds in a week? Nope. Do I not look like a hyper responder? I'm on HRT, 140 milligrams a week, of which I lowered the dose. And yet I look like this. And I'm racing bikes. Do I not look like a hyper responder? And so when I tried Anavar, my favorite steroid, I made crazy gains. When I took 10 milligrams of Anavar, I could feel it and feel it a lot. Other girls are taking 10 milligrams. Oh, I don't know if it's working. I don't think it's working. I'm like, I feel it working and I'm a man. What is wrong with you? But yet I can feel it. And so when I take Turk Builder, it makes a major difference for me. I also expect it to make a major difference for you. Will there be a handful of people in the world that take Turk Builder and don't notice it? I think so, but I don't care. It's worth it. Because it's kind of like back in the day when people got people to sniff creatine for the first time. Hey, I want you to take a sniff. Take a sniff, I dare you. And then once you take that sniff, oh, and by the way, it's free. Take a sniff. Once you've tried it, you're going to be a believer. Now, I'm not saying it's as noticeable as sniffing creatine. I'm not saying it's that strong. Of course it's not. Some people are going to notice it more. Some people are going to notice it less. But overall, what do you have to lose? Really, what do you have to lose? It's a money-back guarantee. I've never had a money-back guarantee before. And why? Well, I'm so confident in this, and I want to show people, prove to them that I'm not lying, that I'm willing to take the chance of which it's not a chance because I know what's in it. Do the other companies? Ask them, say, hey, Coach Greg has a money-back guarantee. Can you offer the same thing? He's showing us our labs. Where are your labs? And so what are you waiting for? What do you now have to lose? I say nothing. I guarantee that 99% of people who say it doesn't work have never tried it. It's far more than 99%. It's 99.9999%. The same odds that Michael Hearn is 100% natural. Trust me, it works. But please don't buy it. I'm tired of it being sold out. You get it now? People of you bought it. This is the expectation I want to see. And so are you ready? On your marks, get set, go. Oh, and while you're there, don't forget to get the Seco protein bars. And of course, you need to get Cookbook 3.1. Anyone that doesn't have Cookbook 3.1, I believe that you were raised incorrectly. I think that there was something wrong with your parents. Maybe you didn't have both parents. You weren't there their entire life. Perhaps they dropped your parents on their head when they were a little young. Perhaps the grandparents are a little drinky drink. There's something wrong with you. How do you not have Cookbook 3.1? Well, unless you have 3 or 2, it's okay. If you have a version of Coach Greg's cookbook, that's okay. You are forgiven. You are smarter than last time. But if you have none, I just don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. For any of these books, the supplements, anything, trading books, harder than last time clothing line. Code Greg 15% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Or did you not like this video? Of course you liked it. Like and subscribe. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to unsubscribe anymore. You can now buy the product and use it to prove me wrong, except you're going to prove me right. I can't wait for it. It's going to make my day. I'm so freaking excited. Send this video to Derek, to Jeff Nippard, to Mike Israetel, to all the other YouTubers. I double dog dare you to try it. Do I look scared? Do I look worried? Oh, it's going to cancel. It's going to ruin my channel. Oh my goodness, when they find out I'm a scammer, I'm a liar. Do I look like I'm even 0.1% scared? Nope. Can't wait to prove everyone wrong. Watch one of the tube loops, and until next time, I am out.